Our first 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvio INTENSA Special Edition has arrived. We have Vulcano Black, we have gold accents on the exterior and interior, and we have tariffs added to this price. Yes, we're gonna pay a little extra for this model just for importing it here to the United States. So no further ado, let's check this thing out. Options, sticker breakdown, and see what it's all about for the 2025 model year. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where I'm here at Alfa Romeo Daytona Beach with the first 2025 INTENSA Special Edition Stelvio. Now, this is based on a below shade trim level, so one of your highest specs for the 2025 model year. And this is our second special edition Alfa Romeo in the 2025 model year. Remember that the Tributo Italianos were our first special editions for this model year. And while Alfa Romeo is kind of sprucing some things up and keeping them interesting with these special editions, because we discontinued the quadrifolios in the United States last year, back in 2024, well, this is something that's fresh that will give, some of the buyers some excitement for the range and see what's new, come, check it out and see if this fits their taste, because this is going to be a very specific taste. And keep in mind that we do have now tariffs integrated into these prices. So I know that might be a touchy subject for some, but we're going to be very transparent here, as we always are. Go over the sticker breakdown, see the options that this new INTENSA gives us, and see what it's all about for the 2025 model year. Let's check it out. Now, a big shout out to Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach for letting me take a spin around the first 2025 Stelvio INTENSA. Now, if you guys want this model or any other model that they have here in their lineup, we'll make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for their website link and their phone number. You guys can check out their inventory, give them a call, and get this beautiful INTENSA off of this pavement and out there on the streets where it belongs today. Now, when it comes to the beating heart underneath the hood of this Stelvio INTENSA, well, it's the same power plant that you guys are used to from these Alfa Romeo 2-liter models. I mean, we're talking about all-wheel drive, front engine, turbocharged and intercooled, 16-valve, inline 4 with aluminum block and head with direct fuel injection. Now, what does that mean when it comes to overall power? Well, we're talking about 280 horses and 306 pound-feet of torque paired with the 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. Now, what does that get you? Well, you get a 0 to 60 time between 5.3 and 5.5 seconds, 0 to 100 miles per hour between 14.6 and 15.1 seconds, a quarter mile time between 14 seconds flat and 14.4 seconds, and a top speed at around 144 miles per hour. So here we are with the first INTENSA model on the channel, and I've been waiting for these to show up. And I think this is going to be my favorite colorway because it makes the most sense. Black and gold just go so well together. So with this first INTENSA, really what we're talking about here is an Alfa Romeo Stelvio Veloce, so one of the higher trims, the performance trims on the 2-liter models, meaning when it comes to performance, we're talking about the active suspension and things like that, all right, with the limited slip diff and all that, all-wheel drive, things like that, all right. But with that said, with this model here, we're looking at premium feels with this, okay? So the gold accents on the wheels, the premium embroidery inside, the premium leathers when it comes to the perforation on the steering wheel, all those great things, but done in a flavor that Alfa Romeo hasn't really done too much when it comes to these kind of accents, and we've never really seen it on the steering wheel like that, or as we will in just a moment. So with that said, first let's talk about the colorway. Vulcano Black Metallic paint, one of the most diverse paints in the Alfa Romeo lineup. The Florida sun is going to do the talking, as you guys can see. That looks absolutely stunning. Now, for the 2025 model year, we're getting the same kind of styling aspects and overall design language as 2024, right? So, dark meat on finish. When it comes to this kind of diamond pattern chevron look, when it comes to the grille, front and center on the Trellobo and Scudetto here. So you guys will see the Alfa Romeo insignia right there as well. Looking gorgeous, love it in black. We have the Matrix 3+3 LED headlamps, new styling that we got for the 2024 model year, now carried over to 2025 as well, with the black housing, the Alfa Romeo script here as well. This just looks phenomenal, especially again on a black car. And then you have the more aggressive front fascia here, all right, with your functional grille here and your gloss black functional grille here with the overall boomerang style here when it comes to the design language. It looks so good here in Vulcano Black. And then you put it all together and that road presence is always incredible. You always know it's an Alfa Romeo coming, and these on the road just look absolutely sinister. But when it comes to the Intensa model, you wouldn't be able to tell that this is a special edition from the front fascia. And when it comes to the exterior, the best part of the Intensa Special Series is going to be the side profile, because you get the 20-inch 5-hole diamond cut wheels done with that matte black and gold finish. Alfa Romeo insignia right there in the monochrome for the center cap, black calipers right there with the nice script to match. That looks so cool on this model, and this is really where you'll know that this is an Intensa by the wheel finish here. I really love how they did this spec, because again, against the black, take a look at it from the side profile here. Again, that setup, I mean, the 5-hole wheels is just something that's very classic for Alfa Romeo, but to accentuate them even more, it just makes sense on these Intensas. Now you guys will also see the wheel wells are done. The Vulcano Black Metallic, same. I'm going along the sides here, and then you guys will also see the Vulcano Black Metallic mirror cap here with the Italian flag. All right, now with that said, Vulcano Black door handles, gloss black when it comes to the window moldings, the B pillar and C pillar with the nice Vulcano Black Metallic roof, gloss black when it comes to shark fin antenna, and then Vulcano Black when it comes to the spoiler with gloss black on the side blades. When it comes to the side profile, when it comes to the wheel finish, when it comes to the overall looks of the Intensa Special Series on the side profile, what are you guys thinking? Now when it comes to the rear profile, same sporty looks that you guys know and love from the Alfa Romeo Stelvio when it comes to the top trim below chase spec. But with that said, you have for the Intensa basically the same thing. Alfa Romeo insignia front and center, the integrated third brake lamp in the spoiler, the beautiful clear LED tail lamps with the Stelvio badging right there as well, done in chrome. And then Q4, letting you guys know we have intelligent all-wheel drive. Now coming down to the lowers, you guys will see more Vulcano Black with the nice sharp horizontal reflectors. We also have the honeycomb Fox grille here with the nice black rear diffuser, shark fin look. It's not Vulcano Black, but more of that dark midone finish. And then same with the exhaust tips. Dual exhaust wrapped in dark midone. Real exhaust tips I like to add, but it looks really good, really sporty. Again, it has that very nice road presence. You guys know it's an Alfa just looking at the rear. But when it comes to the Intensa model, again, no specific indicators in the rear that we have a special edition. You really only see it on the side profile. Cargo space for the 2025 Intensa, it's the same as always. 55 cubic feet of space when we were to fold all 3 seats down in this 40-20-40 split. So tons of room, privacy shade, as you guys will see here. All right, you guys will also see we do have our controls here, or latches for our seats on both sides. You guys will also see LED lighting on both sides as well. You also have your 12-volt DC right there. And then we do have plenty of space down here. Nice little cubby right here. We do have our fuses right there, because underneath here with our 50-50 weight distribution, all right, we do have our battery stowed underneath. The Giorgio platform, being how it is to be this great, has a nice configuration. We also have our towing tools there, a tire inflate kit, all that good stuff. Great setup per usual, one of the best in the game when it comes to practicality. And then one touch close, one touch lock. When it comes to the tailgate, this is the rear of the Alfa Romeo Stelvio Intensa, like you've always seen it before. And of course, I got to show you guys the illumination when it comes to the beautiful 3+3 LED headlamps, high beams and low beams, switchback turn indicators between bright white and amber, looking brilliant. And then you guys will see we have the amber turn indicator right there in the Vulcano Black mirror cap with the Italian flag. And then coming to the rear, the LED tails clear with the fog lamp illuminated there as well, looking brilliant. What do you guys think when it comes to the illumination that you guys normally see in an Alfa Romeo Stelvio? Now, inside the cockpit, it is definitely noticeable the changes that have been made when it comes to the overall livery here. So first things first, let's put our foot on the brake. It's a start-stop button right there on the steering wheel. and then we bring it to life. Now, the changes you're gonna notice right away are gonna be on the door paneling here because we have our uppers done in Neo leather, right? Which is brilliant. But then we have the bronze stitching to match up with the livery going all throughout here. Now, you guys will also see we do have the metal bezel here integrated in with the aluminum door handle, lock buttons right there, seat memories there, and a Harman Kardon sound system will give us our aluminum speaker grill surround there as well with this speaker here. Then you guys will also see soft touches on the door cards here and on the armrest with more bronze stitching to tie in the livery. Now you guys will also see the trunk release there, mirror controls and window controls. This has just been tinted, so they don't want us to roll down the windows because it would mess up the tint. Now, you do have the aluminum side sill right here, all right, and then you guys got aluminum dead pedal, not that dead pedal, brake pedal and gas pedal. The dead pedal is done in the regular setup, all right, and then we close her up, bring it inside, and you guys will notice something on the seats. The seats are the sport seats with the extra bolstering, but check these out. Bronze stitching all throughout, and you have an underlay underneath the perforated seats. So you guys will see bronze when it comes to the backing of that underlay, giving it a two-tone finish with the stitching going all the way up to the Alfa Romeo insignia and the headrest, looking really cool. And I love that look. Now, coming through the rest of the livery here, you guys will see that on the flat bottom steering wheel, this is where you're gonna see the most of that bronze flavor because we have the flat bottom leather steering wheel, right? And we have the stitching in the inners done in bronze, but we also have the perforated leather on the inners also done in bronze, all right? So really cool look when it comes to this setup. But the rest of it is what you guys know when it comes to the steering wheel. So you have the big aluminum paddle shifters, column mounted, so you always know where they are. You do have your stocks here when it comes to your steering wheel where you have lane keep assist and your high beams with your windshield washer nozzles there, and you have a button on the end to change your digital instrument cluster here between the different menus, all right? So you have 3 different looks when it comes to that flavor. Now you guys will also see we have a manual adjust when it comes to the telescopic steering wheel, so pull that down and we can lock it into place wherever we would like. Now when it comes to the rest of the steering wheel here, left-hand side, we will see driver assistance controls, we will see our hill descent when it comes to our hill descent assist there, and then the right-hand side, you guys will see radio controls, hands-free voice controls, all right, for your phone, and then we can change what's in the middle of our actual speedo here, all right, digital instrument cluster. So you guys know that we press the button on the outside to change what we saw on the overall attack and layout there, but this button right here will change what's in the center, and it will also change what's in between the speedo there. As you guys can see on the right hand side, we're going through trip, all right, we're showing our compass, we're going through our radio controls. So that goes from that side or to the middle, all right, not to the left hand side. But if you want to change anything else, press this button right here, and now you change the full layout here when it comes to the overall tack. Now, with that said, left-hand side will give you the nice dash right up top here with the bronze stitching to tie in specifically with this door paneling here, which looks really cool how they did that. You also see the turbine vents when it comes to your HVAC vents here. All right, and then you guys will see we do have our parking assist there, our parking sensors there with our start-stop button right there as well, and our low beam light controls there as well with the dimmer for our speedo here. You also see extra storage right here for insurance, registration, all that kind of stuff when you're doing some spirited driving. I'm going across flat bottom dash, but with more bronze stitching all throughout. And you're probably wondering, where does it say Intensa in this thing till we know where this is a special edition? We'll get to that in just a moment. You also have that metal trim there, nice 3D feel, all right, HVAC vent there, and then you guys will see we do have glove box with some decent storage right there as well. Now, coming to the center, we guys know this 8.8-inch screen here when it comes to our touch screen, when it comes to our overall infotainment. We can also use the rotary dial here as well to go through all of our screens to select different things. This is an Alfa in-house system, so you guys know it and love it. It's one of those systems that Alfa Romeo has had, I think, since 2020 in the Stelvio and Giulias. Right now, in the Tonales, they will have Uconnect 5, which is adjacent to Maserati's MIA system. But you guys know this system in these Stelvios and Giulias very well, so it's the same system you guys are used to when it comes to your infotainment. You do have HVAC vents here with the hazard buttons here. We do have our climate controls here, dual zone. We have heated seat controls and heated steering wheel controls as well. The center console will also give us more bronze stitching throughout. All right, you guys will also see we do have nice metal trim when it comes to the center console. I'll move this so you guys can see we have a USB 2.0 plug-in, 12 volt right there when it comes to the lighter, and we do have a cover for our cup holders. Coming down, you guys will see 2-track system when it comes to our ZF, wrapped with the perforated leather. We can do that, go to drive, right? We can go over, go into manual mode. We can go to reverse, and that will bring up our backup camera right there as well. And then press P for park. All right, with our electric parking brake right here. You guys can see our key fob holder is right here. Nice, beautiful Italian flag. We do have our radio controls right here, the dials to turn up and down, pause or mute. We also have our analog dial right here to go through our infotainment screen I was using earlier. We have settings and home quick buttons right there as well with our D&A drive selector. So D is dynamic. You guys know that. That's your most aggressive mode. You know, one, you're trying to get the most throttle response and really move this car, do some passing on the highway, things like that. Natural, everyday driving, bumper to bumper traffic, you know, daily commutes. And advanced efficiency, best for fuel economy, cruise control, you know, nice highway driving, just, you know, to conserve that fuel. Now, with that said, you will see that on the armrest here, not only do we have the bronze stitching, but we have Intensa stitched in Nero. So that's where we get our whole flavor on what special edition this is. It's right here on the armrest. Now right here you guys can see I do have my phone charging because we have a wireless phone charging pad, but we also have a USB 2.0 aux and USB-C cable right there as well, with down there being your key fob transmitter. Just in case your key fob dies, you can still connect it to the car and start the vehicle. Look up top, we do have our rear view mirror here as well, and then look up, we also will see that we do have our dome light, SOS light, everything like that, with our home link controls right here in the visor, and then mirror and light on the driver's side and on the passenger side. All right, so basically you guys know what a lot of this Intensa is about. It is a styling package that really is just changing things a little bit, not putting the same thing on the market when it comes to these models, because while they are great and they have been for years, not a lot has changed when it comes to this overall flavor. You know, really what we've seen over the years is going to be the way that the steering wheel is designed, the nice digital dash, and the infotainment screen and things like that. But a lot of this has been the same for the most part. The shifter changed in 2020, I believe, as well. You know, so a couple of things there, but no big radical changes for inside of these models. And now we're kind of getting like those stylistic changes and colorways, but nothing too crazy. But I do love what they did here. I definitely think this is going to cater to a specific audience. So with these being special editions, I think this was something good to put on the market. What do you guys think? Now with 89 cubic feet of space, well, we have plenty of room in the rear of the Intensa. And you guys probably want to know how they, you know, kind of tie everything together in the rear. Well, it's almost exactly the same. I mean, we have that same bronze stitching, sport seats, perforated leather with the bronze underlay there, as you guys will see. So it looks like it's a two-tone finish, right? And then for the rear of these seats, in the middle, you have stitching there as well, but your pull tab is done in that bronze as well for your armrest and cup holders. I love that touch. This does not go unnoticed. Just that small look here just helps tie everything in so much better. They did a good job on that. Now hop inside. Again, 89 cubic feet of space. We have tons of knee wiggle room here, all right? And then you guys do see, we do have some bronze stitching that makes its way back here, so you guys can see how that all ties in with extra stowage here in the driver's side and passenger side when it comes to that cargo netting. You guys will also see the turbine vents, HVAC, with the USB 2.0 plugins here and the heated seats. Now, with that said, you got some extra storage underneath there as well, and then your dome lights are right there. Now, coming to the door paneling here, you guys will see we have the same Intensa flavor. We have neo leather on the uppers with the bronze stitching. We have that metal trim built in with the aluminum door handle locked there as well. Soft door cars here, all right, in black with the black armrest, soft touch with the bronze stitching as well. And then the Harman Kardon speakers are here as well. It's not a bad place to be inside of the Stelvio Intensa SUV. Now let's break down the window sticker of the 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Intensa all-wheel drive, because we start live at $55,395. But then after our additional options, which we only have two, and our $3,250 destination charge, we're looking at a total price of $60,090. Now, the elephant in the room, how did we get to that price? Well, Vulcano Black for the exterior paint is $695. And then we have the convenience pack for $750. Hands-free power liftgate, active driving assist system, the advanced vehicle anti-theft system, intelligent speed assist or ISA, Alfa Connect with connected services with trial and a tire service kit. What we're talking about here today is the destination charge, because that is where your tariffs are coming from. Your import tariffs are integrated into the destination charge, which makes it $3,250 $250. Now, just as a reference point, your destination charge used to be around $900 when the Alfa Romeo brand first came back to the United States. And then it gradually got up to around $1,200. And then it increased, I believe, for the 2024 model years and 2025 regular model years before the tariffs to around $1,600. So I think now with that $3,250, well, it may throw a couple of people off. But again, those are your tariff prices integrated into the destination charge. So your import tax, because of our tariffs on Italy, will go right to the consumer for that $3,250. So just keep that in mind when it comes to the 2025 Intensa. Now, this is everything that it comes standard with. When it comes to all your standard equipment, make sure you guys pause, zoom in, screenshot, do what you guys need to do to see all of the standard features when it comes to the 2025 Alfa Romeo Stelvio Intensa. But with that said, what do you guys think? Options, features, pricing, tariffs, all that good stuff. So at $60,090 with $3,200 plus added destination for the, tariff costs. Well, what do you guys think when it comes to this Intensa special edition? Do you guys like what Alfa Romeo did when it comes to this overall styling package? Drop those comments down below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video today, well, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. But also make sure you guys check the links down in the description below for Alfa Romeo Daytona's website link and their phone number, so you guys can check out their inventory, give them a call, get this thing off of this lot and out there in your garage today. Now, make sure you guys also subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.